Tiramisu Oreo bars. I will be trying this with a bunch of kinds of Oreos. I used a family size package of tiramisu Oreos. I did remove one for everyone to try plus a couple, so about 10 were taken out. I also made an espresso cream layer. In my Ninja I crushed the Oreos, except for the 10 we tried, and 5 more so there could be chunks of Oreos too. After they were a powder consistency, I added 6 ounces of cream cheese, 1/3 cup of powdered sugar, 1/4 cup cocoa powder. You want this to be a moldable consistency. Then Oreo chunks. At this point you can decide what size or shape that you want them. I used a cookie sheet and spread the mixture evenly out. Then I froze it for 30 minutes, just so it will be easier to work with. In my last Oreo bar video, I shaped them first then froze them, but they were a thicker consistency. The cookie part is thicker on regular Oreos compared to the thin ones. Next, I loosen it from this pan around the edges and made marks on top to get an idea of the size I want them. Next, I cut and shake them as nice as I would like them. These do not have to be perfect. They taste the same no matter the shape. You can easily cut them into other shapes as well. Next, I ended up just trimming the edges. After they are shaped how I like, I start making my frosting layer. Well, those stay in the freezer. These are perfect without the frosting layer. I just like how it looks with the frosting. I did some with and some without frosting. I had a good amount left, so it would have been plenty for all. First, in a small bowl, whisk up 2 tablespoons softened butter, 3/4 cup powdered sugar, a little at a time. And to go with the theme, 1/4 teaspoon instant espresso powder. I put the remaining powder sugar and 1 teaspoon of milk. Just look at this silky smooth consistency. I also let that chill for about 30 to an hour in the refrigerator. Give it a taste. That's how I got it to where I liked it. It was too buttery, and the consistency was too runny, so keep it cool. So I thickened with more powdered sugar. After I got the espresso cream put onto some of these, I placed them back in the freezer. I used a whole bag of white chocolate chips. I melted that on low with a teaspoon of coconut oil. It's very important to keep the temperature low, it burns quickly. I used bamboo skewers and toothpicks so they were easier to dip. You could also use a fork or a butter knife. If you can, working in batches is ideal. The chocolate cools off quickly and the filling gets soft. So I would suggest doing a few at a time, keeping most of them in the freezer. Shake off the excess chocolate and place the dipped ones into a parchment-lined pan or a silicone mat if you have it. Another reason to work in small batches is if you want to top yours with cocoa powder. It sticks better while the chocolate is still melted. I froze these only for a few minutes afterwards so it would quickly harden. Keep them refrigerated though, because I added chunks of crushed Oreo to the smooth Oreo filling. I somehow had this perfectly placed Oreo chunk. Next time, I will intentionally lay down Oreo chunks horizontally like that. Check out my first Oreo bars and subscribe to see which Oreo I use next. Thank you for watching. I hope you give these a try. Leave in the comments which Oreo I should do next.